Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to create a 3D Fortnite banner. So, the first thing we're going to do is pick a background. So I'm gonna head into the free Fortnite pack by Edward DCN and Visual Arts. Link in the description, and it's free. And I'm gonna choose a wallpaper. So it's a lot of choices here, and you can really just pick whatever you want. Yeah, maybe something like this. Right, so we have it in there and we're just gonna drag so it looks good. You can click Control T. Oh, let's see. Control T. And you can scale it up or you can scale it down, whatever you'd like. So I'm just gonna have it at this size, gonna bring some of the water in here. And that looks good. Alright, so now that we have the background, we're just gonna play around and light a few things up. So the first thing we're going to do is pick the brush tool, click on the color and click white. And you can see that the brush tool is alright, size 250 and hardness at 0. Now you're just gonna highlight what you think should be here, so like here, maybe a little bit here, and just clicking some places where there should be some highlights. Alright, so now that you've done that, you're gonna go to this normal thing and you're gonna click overlay. Or maybe it's better with soft light. Yeah, soft light does the trick. It's not that big of a difference, but yeah, it adds a bit contrast. So now what you're gonna do is click the brush tool. You're gonna go to the darkest color and you're gonna take it up a little bit and you're just gonna paint in. Firstly, you're just gonna create a new layer and you're going to take some shadows where you think there should be some shadows. I think there should be some in the corners, maybe a bit up here as well, a bit down there. And you're just gonna click and to overlay, or actually soft light. So it's a bit less here. Alright, now that you've done that, you can also click on the blue color in the ocean here. It doesn't matter what you have. If it's the green, you can highlight the green stuff up here, but I'm gonna highlight the ocean right now. And you just take a new here and you kind of just brush on here on the water, and you're gonna click color dodge and just turn down the opacity a little bit. You can see the difference. It lights up the ocean a little bit. And also if you want it a bit darker, which I can add like here, it adds a bit like different colors, and that's always nice. Actually, I'm just gonna paint it a little bit like this, so it's on the sides. Alright, that looks good. Right, so we can also, like play around and highlight the trees and all that sort of stuff. But you get the point. You can play around and do all sort of stuff. So now what we're going to do is we're going back to the pack. And we're going to outfit and skins. And you're just gonna pick a skin that you think looks good or that you like. So for this one, I'm going for a more of a blue-ish character. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go for the Ripley skin right here. He looks cute and blue, so I'm just gonna pick him in there, and he's a good size. So maybe make him a bit smaller like this, and you're just gonna place him, I'd say like right here is good. Alright, so now that you have this guy, you can just place him wherever you want, and we're gonna do some highlights on this guy as well. So firstly, we're just gonna pick the brush tool again, click on, yeah, maybe like a light blue, click under and create a layer under him, and you're just gonna drag like under here and click and make some small like background. Yeah, and we're just gonna go to overlay, yeah, which looks alright, it's not too much. And then you're gonna do the same thing with the white color. Just gonna go around like that, and it's all good. Now we're gonna do some maybe a little bit of shadow like here, and also like here. And then we're going to make a new, maybe some shadow right here as well. Yeah, that looks alright. Alright, so then he's already highlighted and shadow a bit, but I'm gonna do it a bit more. You're gonna pick the white color and you're gonna go over the character, and you're just gonna paint in some highlights where you think they should be. You're also going to pick the layer to create clipping mask. So you're just gonna have some hair, maybe on top here, yeah, and then you're gonna have it to overlay. So that looks a bit better, maybe too light, maybe soft light. It looks good. And then you're just gonna do the same thing with the color dark, or a darker color, and you're just gonna make a new layer, create clipping mask as well, and maybe a bit on the hands, maybe like behind here, and also under here. And you're just gonna have that to soft light. Alright, so it looks a bit better. Okay, so after you're done, you're gonna go back to the pack, and you're gonna wanna add some items. So I'm gonna add some weapons and items that are right here. Yeah, maybe a blue fish, that's pretty good. Since it's the ocean, you're gonna scale it down. Yeah, you can stay like a bit smaller in here. I'm gonna pick the brush tool and create a layer over him. You're going to pick the color and the same color that he's in. Make this a bit smaller, and under him, just gonna paint over like so. He's a bit like, maybe we should make this a bit smaller, and then we do it again. Yeah, so that looks a bit better. We can just duplicate our slurp fish. You're gonna click on it and flip horizontally, make him a bit smaller, and have him a bit more in the background, like right, maybe over here. And just nope. And take this color and just paint over him. Like so. Now we have two fishes in there. It looks a bit weird, but that's alright. And we're gonna have some more items. Maybe like this. And we can take this and make it a bit smaller. And you know, just have it like wherever you'd like. So maybe make it a bit smaller, bigger, and have it around there behind the character as well. And what you're gonna do now, since it's all blue and stuff, you're going to click the thing right here and click the hue saturation. You're going to create clipping mask and just drag until it gets like a bluish color. What you also want to do is just zoom in on that, and over here you're just gonna click on the color thing again and just paint this and click color dodge. So it looks alright. Maybe like this as well. Yeah, that looks good. Alright, so we got some few items and stuff. Maybe we should add just another item. This looks good. Over the text, because we're gonna add the text later. So I'm just gonna put it like on the side for now, but you can put it anywhere you want. Alright, so right now we're just gonna add like behind, like right here. We don't need to see a lot of that. So we're just gonna go over the wallpaper thing. And we're gonna click on the dark color. A bit bigger. And just, you know, paint in some dark right here. You know what, we're just gonna put the opacity down a little bit, like this. And that looks good. Alright, so right now we're gonna put the text in. So if you haven't made the text, I have a tutorial for that, and you can just click the link in the description. And we're just gonna place the text, click place, and have the text right on my desk somewhere. There we go. Right, so here's the text. Gonna make it a bit smaller, and we're gonna add it in. So we're gonna make this the top layer, but actually we're gonna take this Ripley and we're gonna drag him over the text like so. And like you can just see right now that you can just add some shadows over the text. I'm just gonna zoom in a bit and make this brush a bit smaller, and we'll just do, oops, let's see, right over the text like so. Now that we have the text, we have the color. But what you're going to do, which is an important step, is click on the brush and the color. You're gonna pick a kind of darker color, a bit lighter. And we're gonna put the thing like so. Cover the whole text and create clipping mask. We're going to put this to color dodge and just turn down the opacity a little bit. Now you can see a big difference. What you're gonna do next is you're gonna take this, you're gonna add some white blue highlights, and you're just gonna click a few times on the text. First you're just gonna click on this new layer and just click on the text, just some random places. You're gonna put this to create clipping mask. Yeah, maybe like an overlay, and you're just gonna put the opacity down a little bit. And then you're gonna add some darker colors. You know, you just take this and you're actually gonna make this a bit bigger. Create a new, and we take over like the half of the text. Like so. Create clipping mask and hard light. Yes. And put the opacity down just a little bit. There we go. So now we have, yeah, it looks a bit better. Now we're just gonna make the background a bit darker so it's not so visible. like right here. Just like so. Yeah, with the fishes, it's a bit hard to do it with the fishes and stuff, but you're gonna take the opacity down just a little bit. And you're gonna drag this down. And now you're just gonna pick some random highlights in the background. Gonna drag this down, and you're gonna pick like overlay to soft light, and then behind the text right there you are going to pick a light color, and you're just gonna paint in some nice stuff in the background and take that to overlay. And so for the potion right here, and then you're gonna click the blur button, and you're just gonna kind of blur it out. And you're also gonna just put it like under the dark stuff right there, or maybe above it. No, just like so. And then you're going to go to another one that I just added, and you're gonna add some more like stuff. I'm gonna add some effects, something that fits a bit more, just like this one. Alright, gonna create Clippy Mask, and we're just gonna take down the opacity a little bit, drag it like here, and then what we're gonna do, zoom out, we're gonna take the brush tool right here, take it down, and we have to brush everything out, which makes it look a lot better. And just like so, it looks a bit better. And we're just gonna take down the opacity a little bit more. And there we go. So the last thing we're going to do with the text is we're just gonna duplicate it with Control J. We're gonna take this one on top right there, and then we're going to go to Filter, Filter Gallery, and we're just gonna use the glowing edges. Okay, go here and click Color Dodge, and you can see that it has a bit of let's see, it's not overlay. No, actually you're gonna put it to soft overlay. You're gonna pick the eraser, and you're just gonna erase some parts. Yeah, just some random parts. And also you're gonna click Control J again, Filter, Filter Gallery. You're gonna go to Sketch and Chrome. Okay. And yeah, you're just gonna pick it to soft light and just erase some parts that you don't really need to be there. Just like so. Looks a bit better now that we added that. Yeah. And we're gonna add some more effects. So we're just gonna add a quick flare to this guy right here. To Ripley. Gonna make it a bit smaller. And just make it look like yeah, maybe something like that. Looks a bit good. And you're also going to add that to the text. And yeah, maybe one like up here. Yeah, just like so. And we're also gonna add not flares but some particles just in the background. Actually, I'm just gonna add these right here behind the character. We're gonna go to hue saturation, and I forgot to create clipping mask, of course. Make it a bit so blue, and make this a bit smaller, just like so. Oops. And that looks a little bit better, but we can add some more effects. We can add some splashes and that kind of stuff. I'm gonna try to add this splash just to the fish, maybe, like right here, like behind the fishy. Just a little thing in the background right there. And maybe some explosion. We all like an explosion. Not really any good explosions here. I think we're gonna add this like behind the character, and it fits just perfectly, just like so. Make it a bit bigger like that. And yeah, there we go. Now you've created your own 3D Fortnite banner. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe and hit a like. And I'll see you in the next video.